Hey everybody, it's Lumi. Welcome back to my channel. As we know, Genshin is an open world game, and obviously with open worlds, they are probably going to make you do some exploration, but sometimes we don't know where to start, or we really don't know how to explore. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how you could explore super efficiently and save a lot of time, and I'm also going to be going over some tips and some mistakes that a lot of people do. So let's get started with today's video. So first thing I would definitely recommend first is getting the right characters to explore with. So let's go to party setup and I will show you an example. So this is my exploration team that I usually use whenever I'm exploring any nation. It is Shilonen, Malvika, Chaska, and Sitlali. And the reason why I use this team whenever I explore is because this team has really good synergy with exploring. So you might notice that all of these characters are Natlan characters. Most of the time, I think Natlan characters are definitely the best characters to explore with whenever you're exploring in Genshin. This is because their skills can go really fast usually, unlike sprinting. For example, if I use Malvika, I usually use her for exploring, as you can see here, and then later I switch to Shilonen once Malvika's skill is done. And then after one Shilonen skill is done, then I use Chaska, and I usually use Sitlali if I have so if there's some type of barrier at the top where you can't climb over it, then that's when I would use Sitlali, because if you hold her jump, she could go really far. And also, I just want to clarify that you don't need 5-star Natlan characters to do this. There's plenty of 4-star Natlan characters that can do most of the same things. So for example, Kachina could be your replacement for Shilonen. Auroron could be your replacement for Sitlali. For Malvika, she's an all-rounder, meaning that she could do all of the Natlan skills. There isn't an exact replacement for her, so I would definitely replace Malvika with Yeonsan. Although Yeonsan cannot replicate Malvika's entire kit, she is still really good for exploration, especially how she could sprint really fast. And they are good for all regions when you explore, in my opinion. The only downside is sometimes when you explore, there will be elemental monuments, and that could be really annoying to do. I had to use a lot of Dendro, so I had to switch one of my characters with Nahida. Moving on to my second tip is, if you don't have any Natlan characters, then I do have some tips for sprinting. For example, let's say you just sprint like this. So I stopped right next over here, and in my opinion, I don't find this sufficient. So another way you could sprint is, what I usually do is I just spam the sprint button every 1 to 2 seconds. So for example, I could show you that over here using the same character with just Sitlali. I got a lot more farther than if I just held the sprint button. So if you are sprinting, then just keep that in mind. So next thing is definitely having a treasure compass. Treasure compasses are really amazing, especially when you have to get a lot of treasures. For example, in Mondstadt, I didn't know that a treasure compass existed, and when I was doing these two regions, I wanted to quit Genshin at that point because I did not know how to get all these chests. I was just searching everywhere. I didn't know that treasure compasses existed until I checked my reputation, and then I saw the blueprint for it. Treasure compasses helped me explore my regions so much faster. I highly recommend not to explore without them. Because what's gonna happen is if you explore without them, you're going to be lost really quickly and you can't know what treasures you did or didn't do yet, especially if you already progressed a lot. So it is going to be extremely difficult and is going to take a really long time compared to if you just have the treasure compass. That's another really important tip that I would 100% recommend. So if you need a treasure compass but you don't know how to get one, I'm going to show you. So over here, there's something called reputations. It is this symbol on the map if you ever need to find it. All the nation's reputation symbols looks like that. So when you go over here and then you ask Hertha or whatever nation you're doing, you're going to see reputation level, and then when you click that, you're going to see there's something called a diagram animal treasure compass. And what this is this is the blueprint, and then you just click it and then you learn it in the crafting bench. So after you get the reward for your blueprint treasure compass, you're going to go to the crafting bench. So it is over here where Wagner is, and if you need to see it, it is over here. It's usually this bench icon. So when you go over here and then you ask him, I'd like something made, you go to materials and then you're going to find the blueprint and then you just click it. And you can see what you're missing by just looking at these and seeing if you have enough of them. And then after you press start, and then it's going to be on the forging quiz. After you're done, you just collect it and then you're good to go. And then now you could start exploring. So next thing I want to talk about is knowing what to explore first. So another tip I would like to say is Genshin's interactive map. I will post a link in the description, but basically what it is you could see where any chest is or basically like anything that you need. And if you can't find the chest, you click it and then there are comments over here which can help you with finding it. The Genshin interactive map has been such a lifesaver. I don't know what I would have done without it. I think it is one of the best this is one of the best tips in the video because the Genshin interactive map is so good. Like, you see where everything is. So for example, if you zoom in over here, you could see where everything is. And I find it so helpful, especially how if you click it, there are comments again. There's also time trials and you could also select which ones you want to see over here. And like any other things that you need to see. You could even see local specialties, minerals. You could also see these, and you could also see like guides if you ever need to see where any of them are. There's also monsters and like fishes, animals, woods, materials. So that's why this is one of the best websites I've seen for exploring. It is so helpful, especially if you're in a really hard region and you need to know where they are. So that's why, in my opinion, I find the interactive map so helpful. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you do like my channel, I do Genshin guides like this all the time and sometimes cozy videos. So if you do like this channel, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe. I am going to live stream on Saturday or Sunday of this week. So if you do stick around, make sure to watch my live stream. It's going to be fun. We're going to chat. Me and my fans are going to chat. We're going to have fun. I'm going to take any requests that you guys want. And as always, stay safe and I will see you later. Bye-bye.